What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I am going to show you how I am going to edit a reel for Instagram and TikTok. I have all this footage I shot in North Carolina, going to some of my favorite coffee shops in Charlotte. I thought this was a great idea for a reel. So let's open up CapCut and let's get to it. First thing I am going to do is I am going to bring my A-roll onto my timeline here. So I'm just going to drag and drop this, and I already cut this down to a minute just to save a little bit of time on this video. Now you can see my ratio right now is set to 9:16. That is because the majority of the people watching this are going to be watching it on a cell phone, so I want to edit in a format that is going to be most friendly for my audience. So the first thing I have to do is I have to scale up my A-roll here. So I'm going to just grab this and drag it out until it covers the whole screen. So now you can see when I play it back.
Today I am going to take you to my favorite coffee shops here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
It is covering that whole 9:16 ratio. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in my music. If you don't have a piece of music, you can search on CapCut through the audio and play a bunch of different songs and bring them in. They have a lot of really great music on here. Okay, so I do like this sound here. Let's play it again. It sounds great. So I am going to just click on this little plus sign here to add it to my track, and now I'm going to just drag this over and see how it sounds with my A-roll, but it is going to be too loud, so I am going to bring the dB down by, let's start with 14.
So the first coffee shop I want to mention is Night Swim. This reminds me of a beach house.
That sounds great. So now we can continue on by adding our B-roll on top of my A-roll. So if I click back over here under import, you can see I have all this B-roll, which turned out awesome. I was very happy with the footage I was able to get. I was shooting on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is a great camera for traveling and capturing content like this. Let's start with a coffee shot. So let me go back to the beginning here, zoom in.
Today I am going to take you to my favorite coffee shops here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
So today I'm going to take you to my favorite coffee shops here in North Carolina. So Instagram and TikTok, we really want to have that attention grabber up front. So let's try to find a clip which will really help us sell that in the beginning. So I think this shot here of Hex outside is pretty cool. Maybe we'll start it there. And now I can just drag this on top of my A-roll, see how that plays back. Let's scale it up. Okay, using the X, we can just move it over here a little bit, just so we have that Hex logo in the beginning.
Today I am going to take you to my
That's looking good. And then we do definitely want to add a coffee shot in the beginning. So let's include this one here. Let's do an in point. Out, and again, we just need a little clip here. And I believe 315 is what we wanted at. Perfect, and we can just drag this to where it looks a little bit centered. And I am going to just mute these clips. I don't want to hear the audio that was captured with these. I want to have my A-roll as my main audio source.
Today I am going to take you to my favorite coffee shops here in Charlotte, North.
Okay, cool. Now I do have this wonderful shot of Charlotte that I captured, so let's go up here and find it. I like this shot a lot, so let's in here, out there, and grab and drag this on. Drag this out to make it full frame. Perfect. I think this shot here is really iconic to North Carolina. It's in the South End, which is a very popular neighborhood. So let's play it from the beginning, see what we're working with.
I am going to take you to my favorite coffee shops here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Perfect. This shot is a little wobbly, so I am going to stabilize it. See how that works.
Favorite coffee shops here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Looks good. Let's just bring this out. And then I do want to add another coffee shop to the outside. So let's see what we can add here. I have Night Swim. Maybe I'll add this clip. I think this could be a good clip to use here. Just so we are showcasing a lot of the coffee shops right in the beginning, because again, we really want to grab that attention of our audience so they maintain watching the video.
Today I am going to take you to my favorite coffee shops here in Charlotte, North.
And let's scale this size up. So let's actually make this a 2 clip. So I am going to scale this back a little bit, maybe bring it up to 150%. And let's drag this clip to the bottom. And then I know I have a shot of night swim here. So let's bring this in. And let's drag this on top of this clip here. And now you can see I can split the two different clips. So let's scale this up. And then bring this up on top. Let's see how that looks.
I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
And again, I could full frame this to see what it really looks like.
Today, I am going to take you to my favorite coffee shops here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
So now we are introducing night swim, so let's get a couple more shots of night swim. I like this shot here as an intro shot. And let's move it over a little bit, not too much, but I want to see the logo and also a little bit of the trees there. Perfect, and then I go in to talk about the interiors here. So let's grab another interior shot of night swim. I like this clip a lot, so let's in point there. Out point there and drag this clip onto my timeline. Scale it up. Honestly, looks pretty good right there. So let's see.
I want to mention is night swim. This reminds me of a beach house in California. The decor is amazing.
So night swim really did have some incredible decor. So let's bring in this clip here of their purple espresso machine. I think this really proves a point on how amazing their decor is at their coffee shop. Perfect, I think that's a pretty cool shot right there.
California, the decor is amazing.
Awesome, and let's add a transition here because at this shot here, you can see we are seeing the coffee shop from a distance and now we're getting a close-up on it. So I really think this is a good opportunity to use a speed transition. So let's go into transitions. And my favorite one is this pull in and pull out. So let's grab the pull in one since we are getting closer to the coffee shop and we can make it a little shorter and let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it looks cool. Let's pull it out a little bit here. Now let's make it full screen and see how that works.
Beach house in California, the decor is amazing.
That looks awesome. So now let's go to our next clip. Since we are in so close, let's pull out now to see another exterior shot of the coffee wall, which I believe is this clip here. Yeah, so I'm coming around the corner. You can start to see the coffee wall. So let's add this clip here. Let's drag this clip out a little bit. And then I do have a close-up of the coffee wall. So I think this is great to put at the end here. Let's grab this and put it right next to it. And now let's scale these two clips up. Because we're going from close to out, let's go to pull out. So you can just type it in here too. Let's add this transition right here.
One other thing I
like that a little bit more. And now we are zooming back in, so let's do a pull in.
All the variety of
Let's make this one a little faster.
Coffee is all the variety of coffees.
Honestly, the transitions within CapCut are incredible and I think they can really add a ton of variety to your shots. So now we're going to Camp North End and I know I have a shot of us driving into Camp North End. And I did do a speed ramp here already and I brought it back in.
When I made my way over to the Camp North End area, you know when I was there.
That's starting to look really good. And then I am going to talk about Hex Coffee. So let's get an exterior of Hex here. I think I like this clip here. So let's do an in and out at the beginning. Let's grab this in, drag it over. So we're starting to see the Hex logo.
You know when I was there, I had to check out Hex Coffee. Their outdoor space reminds me.
Then I'm going to talk about the outdoor space at Hex, which is really, really impressive. So I know I have a couple clips of it. So let's start with this one here. Awesome. Let's grab that down there and see how that looks.
Coffee. Their outdoor space reminds me of an industrial garden because it is in this industrial warehouse.
And then I have this video clip here of my brother Dawson sitting out and taking a photo. So let's add this clip here. This is a cool clip. I really like it a lot. Dawson was taking some film shots while we were at Hex. And let's make sure he's in center of focus.
It is in this industrial warehouse. Here in Charlotte in the summertime, you must sit outside and enjoy your latte. makes one of my...
So for this, I'm just gonna rotate it. So let's see if I can do that within transform. Rotate, perfect. Let's rotate it 90 degrees. Minus 90 actually. And then let's scale it up. Let's see how that looks.
I'd enjoy your latte. Also, Hex makes one of my favorite lattes here in Charlotte.
So I do have a shot of the baristas working, so I think this clip will work well here.
Getting top-notch espresso in this latte.
Perfect, I think that's starting to look really great, and I'm okay if I cut the screen here.
Smooth and
I do have some other Hex shots. Oh, you know, I do have this shot here, so let's add this shot.
my favorite lattes here in Charlotte. It is very smooth and you are getting top-notch espresso in this latte.
Now I know I am going downtown. I have a couple downtown shots to choose from. Let's use this clip here. That's a great shot outside of the car going downtown.
Downtown, and I went to Provided Coffee.
Okay, so Provided Coffee was a super cozy coffee shop that was downtown. It was recommended to us and I really enjoyed it. Well, let's see some exterior shots of Provided Coffee. Okay, let's grab this clip here. Now I do want to get this window because that's really their logo, and honestly they did a great job with their logo, so let's showcase it in our video.
I went to Provided Coffee. Provided?
Let's add these clips here because I think this really showcases its coziness. Move it over a little bit so we're showcasing the coffee cup.
Cozy little coffee shop. We went to...
That looks great, and I am going to stabilize these shots just a little bit. So this barista was incredible. He was super cool. He let me film inside his shop, no problem, and also he was really kind and he talked to us about our trip in Charlotte, and he had recommended some other coffee shops to check out. It was really great talking with him. Okay, so let's make this clip full screen, and we do want to feature him right in the center here.
Shop. We went there, we talked to the barista, and this really reminded me of a neighborhood coffee shop.
I don't mind adding this clip again because I do like it a lot. Let me just do some new in and out points from it. So let's add another coffee shop. And let's fade it out too. Okay, so now let's go back through and let's color grade these. Let's just add a little bit of contrast to this. Not a whole lot, but maybe 25%. And then let's add a boost of saturation, like 4. Actually, contrast, let's bring it back down to 20. And let's click apply to all and see how that's starting to look. And as you can see, it applied this look to all my clips here. So let's just play this back and see how it's starting to look. Okay, so it doesn't look the greatest on me. So let's adjust that. I can just take my clip and bring the contrast back down and also the saturation. It is starting to look pretty good on all the other clips though.
Beach house in California, the decor is amazing. One other thing I do...
I'm okay with it. Now let's see if we can add any more transitions to the beginning just to make this clip a little bit more interesting. Okay, I think we can add a pull in here. So let's go back to transitions and pull in. I like that, that's really smooth.
These are my favorite coffee shops here in Charlotte.
Then this shot is okay because I am showcasing 2 clips at once.
North Carolina.
And this clip is just a little dark for me, so let's go back into adjustments and let's bring the contrast down a little bit. Now that we have our video kind of edited where we want it to be, I am going to go in and we're going to add the captions. When posting video to social media like TikTok and Instagram, it's so important to add captions to your video because not everyone is going to watch it with the audio on. So I am going to click on captions up here, English, that is the language I'm speaking, and it's going to auto-generate it. Let's go back to the beginning and let's add a title to this. So we have a title in here as well. Make it pop a little bit more. I like it with the white and black. Now let's see what that looks like.
Today I am going to take you to my favorite coffee.
Okay, starting to look really good, and let's just have it up for that first shot.
Today I am going to take you to my favorite coffee.
Perfect, so that is our 1-minute video that I am going to post to my Instagram and TikTok. As you can see, it really didn't take a lot of time to edit this together, and I will play it back for you right now. Today, I am going to take you to my favorite coffee shops here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So the first coffee shop I want to mention is Night Swim. This reminds me of a beach house in California. The decor is amazing. One other thing I do really love about Night Swim coffee is all the variety of coffees that they have to offer. So from Night Swim, I made my way over to the Camp North End area. You know, when I was there, I had to check out Hex Coffee. Their outdoor space reminds me of an industrial garden because it is in this industrial warehouse. Here in Charlotte in the summertime, you must sit outside and enjoy your latte. Also, Hex makes one of my favorite lattes here in Charlotte. It is very smooth and you are getting top-notch espresso in this latte. The next day, I was making my way downtown and I went to Provided Coffee. Provided Coffee was this cute, cozy little coffee shop. We went there, we talked to the barista, and this really reminded me of a neighborhood coffee shop. If you have any questions about coffee in Charlotte, I'm going to try to answer them the best I can. Peace. Awesome, well, thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you learned something. I hope you learned some techniques you can implement into your next reel for Instagram or TikTok. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below, and please like and subscribe to my channel, as you know it helps my channel grow. Until next time, peace.